Alright boys, welcome back to another video. Knicks Daily here. Today we're just going to be going over the latest Knicks news, starting off with Mitchell Robinson. So Shams actually reported that Mitch is not going to be cleared until at the earliest late January. Remember, originally Robinson was slated to return from left ankle surgery in late December or early January, and Mitch even posted on his Instagram a couple of weeks ago saying that near the top of his Christmas list was to return for Christmas. And although I'm not going to hold that against him because that's just him being optimistic, it's looking like we're not going to have Mitch for what really is another month, longer than a month. And that's a huge loss for the Knicks because, one, they're not rebounding the ball very well, 17th in rebounding. But also defensively, the Knicks are not stopping teams in the interior. Cat is doing the best he can, but Jericho Sims is pretty much out of the rotation to this point. Precious Achiuwa is a 4, asked to play the 5 just because we're without Mitch. So it can't really fault the Knicks too much. They're without their best rebounder, without their best interior defender, and they're trying to find a way to win games. And they have. The Knicks right now are the 3rd seed, 16-10. But in terms of getting Mitchell Robinson back, I remember in the offseason I said that the Knicks cannot win the championship without him, and I do stand on that. Of course, we have lost to the Cavs. We've lost to the Celtics. We did lose to the Hawks. We were completely out-rebounded. So we went out there and had 49 rebounds, and the Hawks had 58. 9 doesn't seem like much, but that completely swings the game because it gives teams second chances. Last season, when the Knicks were first in rebounding, remember all the second chance points we had, opportunities? That was our offense. That literally was our offense, was getting the board, kicking it out to an open three-point shooter like Dante DiVincenzo or Hartenstein just going up and dunking it or laying it up and in. Or Mitchell Robinson, of course. In other news, right now, Jericho Sims, according to sources, not from me, but I'm reading an article, has garnered some interest in the trade market. He has seen his playing time decrease amid a quick Thibodeau hook. Jericho Sims, according to sources, has garnered some interest in the trade market amidst a quick head coach Tom Thibodeau hook. Sims is one of the longest tenured Knicks on the current roster and one of the few homegrown names beyond the active 3 rookies, Sims, Robinson, and Miles McBride. That's honestly the main reason why I want to see Sims stay and thrive, is just because we drafted him. We didn't draft very many players on our team, and not that that's a bad thing because free agency and the trade market has been great for the Knicks. But Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, OG Cat, all not homegrown players, trades, free agency, campaign, free agency. Of course, Precious Achiuwa was a trade, and then we ended up giving him that 1-year, $6 million contract. Kolek is not currently on the active roster. He technically is, but he's in the G League. Matt Ryan was a free agent pickup. So to see Sims go, that would mean only 2 players that are out there for the Knicks at full health will be a part of the rotation, Miles McBride and Mitchell Robinson. But you got to do what's best for your team. New York is a minus 22 on the scoreboard in the last 4 appearances when Sims is on the floor. And he's gone to Precious Achiuwa. Even though Achiuwa sees himself as more of a 4, and I do, and I'm sure you do, he's being asked to play center and be a pure center. So for Jericho Sims, he's one of the few pieces that we're going to be able to trade. We have that protected Wizards pick, which won't convey because they're garbage. They've got the worst record in basketball. We're not trading McBride. We're not trading Josh Hart. I mean, those 2 pieces could get us a huge return, but they're not going to get us a better return than what we're giving up. Even if we did package them, like there's no way in hell the Knicks are ever doing that. I mean, I would absolutely riot if we traded McBride and Josh Hart. So we don't have any pieces. What, the Wizards' top 10 protected pick, Jericho Sims, I mean, I think would probably go for, maybe you could get like a decent veteran player, but you'd probably get some second-round picks. The Knicks do have 7 second-round picks, by the way. But yeah, I just don't expect trades coming. If the Knicks were to make a move, it would be in free agency to go out there, and if a guy gets like bought out or something on a team that stinks. But this is the team that we're going to more than likely have come playoff time. It's just a matter of getting it healthy and just continuing to build up the chemistry. The Knicks will be at a serious disadvantage going up against the Celtics and the Cavs because those teams have been together for longer and they have more chemistry. But the Knicks signed up for that when they made the Cat trade, of course, and now they're going to have to go out there and prove it. The Knicks, though, even though we are the 3 seed, like I said, 16-10, can't complain by any means about that. There's just there's a lot of work to do. I think Cat kind of said it best about, yeah, man, he's putting up some numbers. I'll quote him, quote, I mean, there's things I wish I could do better. I'm always looking to get better. I'm always looking to be the best version myself, my teammates, and there's things I want. I wish I could have done better, but it's a long season. We got a chance to fix something and be an even better version of ourselves, end quote. So you guys can see that Cat, I'm sure he realizes the numbers he's putting up. 13.9 rebounds per game, leads the NBA. I mean, he actually has more 20.15 rebound games than Nikola Jokic, who's looking like he's about to win his third MVP. Jokic is putting together one of the craziest peaks in NBA history, and Cat is beating him in that aspect, which is impressive. He had 22 and 22 against the Magic. Cat has been a wonderful trade. I'm not sure where the Knicks would be at right now with Randall and Dante DiVincenzo. I still think they'd be good, but would they have 16 wins? I highly doubt it. I mean, Cat is playing like a top 5 player in basketball, and the Knicks are 16 and 10. So if you remove him, I mean, maybe Dante is giving you 15 to 20 a game on 40 from 3 again, and Randall's crushing it. Who knows? But I would do that trade again. I think the majority of Knicks fans would do that trade again, just given what Cat has done. We do want to see what happens, though, with Mitchell Robinson. Do the Knicks elect to go with Cat at the 5? I guess Cat would play the 4, and then Mitchell would play the 5. Mitch is not a 4. That'd be crazy. I don't know. I mean, with the fact Cat's having probably the best season of his career so far, I find it hard to believe that Tibbs would mess that up. But also, if he realizes that the Knicks defense is rebounding struggling, maybe he will go to that. But Mitch is going to be easing slowly. He's a 7-footer. We saw last season it took him some time. If Mitch comes back in late January, which is looking like he will, all of a sudden the Knicks are going to have like 2 months to get him going, get him acclimated. My only thing with Mitch is we keep pushing this back. You know, at first there was a chance he'd be back in December, and now January, now late January. So who really knows? You can't rely on the health of Mitchell Robinson. But for the Knicks, they kind of are, because they're at a huge disadvantage without Mitch out there. A lot of their weaknesses have been exposed. And of course, the Knicks will be able to space the floor better without Mitch. Like, the ball is going to move better, but you're going to win and lose championships defending and rebounding. And the Knicks last season, the reason why they were dominating the NBA in January was because of exactly that. And funny enough, they actually didn't even have Mitch, if you think about it. So they weren't even fully healthy. But still, Isaiah Hartenstein, Josh Hart, these guys were just crashing the boards. Everyone was going after the boards, too. And Precious was big time as well, got some starts. But that's really all I got for you guys. It's your boy, Knicks Daily. Let me know your thoughts on the video. I'm signing out. Peace. If anyone is curious, here are some of the names that are floating around in the market right now. Nikola Vucevic, Isaiah Stewart, Andre Drummond, Nick Richards, Mark Williams, Jakob Poeltl, Jonas Valanciunas, Robert Williams III, Walker Kessler, Daniel Tice, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Cam Johnson. Yes, some of those names would be big for the Knicks, but we just don't have the assets right now. The Knicks, by constructing this roster with Bridges and with Cat, essentially locked themselves in to having to either make moves like, campaign and Matt Ryan, like smaller moves like that,